Good morning, students. Our today's topic in the subject of geography O levels is density and distribution of the population. As you know, this is the subtopic of the topic of population. That is very important. This topic is also very important, which frequently come in the paper. So concentrate yourself. We are going to start. Density of the population means number of the people living per unit area, usually per square kilometer. For example, density of the population in 1998 was 166% per square kilometer. So this is the definition of the density. Distribution of the people refers to the total number of the people living in a particular area. This is the definition of the distribution of the population. The area may be a province, a district, a valley, or a desert. In 1998, the distribution of the population in Pakistan was 132.4 million people distributed in an area of 2,246,2,005,000 square kilometer. Highly uneven distribution of the population with visible extremes. For example, Balochistan occupies 43.6% of the total land area with only 5% of the total population, whereas Punjab covers 25.8% of the area but has 56% of the total population of the Pakistan. So look at the extreme distribution of the population in Pakistan. Next thing which we are going to read is the density of the population in rural areas. Man to land ratio is determined by the population density. There is a sharp increase in the density of the rural population since 1947. In 1951, it was 35% per square kilometer, but in 1998, it rose to 112. So look at the sharp increase. Next, we are going to read the factors affecting the density and distribution of the population in Pakistan. A combination of the natural and human factors are responsible for the density and distribution of the population. The physical factors are, number one, natural topography is one factor. Low in rugged areas of the northern and western mountains, high in the plains of the Punjab and Sindh. Next is climate is another factor. Low in extremely cold and extremely hot climate areas. Extremely cold areas are northern areas and extremely hot areas are Thar and Balochistan deserts. High in moderate tolerable climate areas, for example Karachi, that is coastal areas, and Punjab and Sindh. So in these areas more people live. Water supply is another factor. Most rivers and lakes are in Punjab and Sindh, and so high density. Arid areas of the deserts, and so low density. So where water is available easily and in more quantity, there will be more density of the people. Next reason is natural vegetation is a factor. Barren lands with little or poor vegetation cover, so low density. Whereas Punjab and Sindh have high density because of the good vegetation cover. Another factor is soil is another factor. Fertile alluvium found around rivers, so having high density. Areas of thin soil and glacial erosion have low density. Another factor is natural roots is another factor. Areas with gap through mountains, confluence of the valleys, natural harbors and plain areas attract more population. For example, Peshawar Valley, Quetta, Karachi. So these are the areas which attract more people. Now we are going to discuss different human factors which affect the human density. Number one is economic factor. Efficient transport system, federal and provincial capitals, port facilities, industrial areas, tourism, trade and business activity, thermal and water supply and reclaimed land, So if there are these things, that will attract high density. Next factor is political factors. Government's favorable policies and support, for example, industrial estates along the motorway, new towns like Islamabad and extension of the Lahore, Karachi and Rawalpindi. So these will attract more density. Next is social factors. Better housing, big cities attract high density. Poor housing in the northern areas, KPK and Sindh, low density. Poor facilities, as in all the rural areas, low density. Rural to urban migration causes high density in major towns and low density in the depopulated rural areas in all the provinces. So these were some small topics in this lecture, but all were very important. So students, read this lecture again very carefully, learn them, make your notes and ready for the exams. Thank you so much.